So I just wanted to come on here. I was just taking my little Instagram picture. If you guys follow me on Instagram, Scribble Prints Co, you notice the setup is when I took my Instagram picture, well, I had it flip this way. But I'm prepping for next week. And I just wanted to show you guys how great my fiance is. He brought me a Dr. Pepper in my Starbucks cup. And he prepared me leftovers. He even toasted my bun. Like, I just can't even. So, I'm just going to eat this real fast and I'll be back. Now back to the featured programming. That was a delicious lunch Nick prepared for me. Best boyfriend ever. Fiance. Whatever. Okay, so like I said before, did I say before? I'm doing a Minion themed week, which I got these really cute books from Michaels. And I will have a haul up of all my Dollar Spot and Michaels stuff up. There's a lot of stickers in here. And also this one has a lot of really cute little Minions. So we're going to really do it up this week. And I was going to use actually my yellow and gray. So if you don't have the July kit, yellow and gray would be another one to do for Minions week. Or, you know, get creative and do something fun. You can also wait and do this till August because I feel like August really goes really well with Minions. You don't have to do a Minions theme this week. You know, my to-do list, everyone always asks where these are from. Pretty sure they're from Target, but I was sent these from my friend and I'm not 100% sure. So these are just one of the ones I use. I have tons of different ones. They always have different ones at Target. So everyone always asks me about this, and these are, from my knowledge, from Target. Unless they're from like Michaels or something, but I don't think so. And I just write everything that I have to do on here, and I have one on every week. And it's just a little bit easier than Post-its because the Post-its you have to move all around the page. I just have it all in one little list. So I have my Minion stickers. I have my August kit because I want to pull in some of the yellows from this. This is just an extra sheet I had, but these are the August kits. These will be relisted when I reopen on the 19th of July. And then I also have a bunch of my July kits, which I don't know how I got so many or how I accumulated so many. These are sold out. I have the July Charity Sampler, July Mini Kits, and July Big Kits. This is just a gigantic stack of them. And then I also have all of my custom stuff, which I showed you guys last time. These are similar to what will be in the shop, except for there's going to be font options and different coloring options and stuff like that. Those I just have left over from, I'm pretty sure somebody ordered these and I printed out 2 on accident, so I had extras. And then I have these, which I made for myself, just in my colors I'm using, again, to eliminate waste. I have my half boxes in my colors that I'm using, and then, you know, my ombre boxes. All these stickers besides this, all the stickers besides these ones are available in the shop in multicolor. These will be available in multicolor. These say Etsy. I can't sell them with Etsy because of copyright reasons and things like that, but these would just say to go, to buy, etc. and in multicolor. And then, again, like I said, my customs, these are just done this way so I don't waste any. And then I also have these, which are available, again, in multicolor in the shop whenever we reopen. And then these are just customs I made for myself, and I make them for Kirsten and other friends. So these are just, you know, stickers that I use for my workout. Everyone's been asking about these. I might add them to my shop. I use a little running person for how many miles I run or walk or jog or fast walk, and the bike, how long I go on the bike, and then I use these for my hydrate. There's not 8 of them, but I don't drink regular bottles of water. I usually drink like big Starbucks tumblers, so that works well for me. So I mean, this might not work for everyone because not everyone, you know, runs and uses the bike, but you can use them for different things and just kind of work with it. So I might add these to the shop because they have been highly requested. And then I also have these washi strips which go on the bottom of here. I used them last week too, and again, this is something that I don't think is necessary to put on the shop just because a lot of other people do stuff that's similar, and I don't really think that it's necessary. I am out of breath. I'm gonna have a haul up also later this week of, like I said, I have the Dollar Spot stuff, and then I'm also gonna have like an Etsy haul up / planner update. I don't know what order this is all gonna be in. Also, for you guys who don't like planner stuff, I will have up a Bath & Body Works haul and also a Lush haul soon enough. Also, check out my vlog channel. You guys, I'm just plugging it all today. So let's get into this. You guys really know how I plan. You guys just really like these. I think that they're boring in my opinion, but you guys love them to death. So I really don't know exactly what I'm doing because I literally just decided this morning that I am doing the Minions theme. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. So I'm just going to go with the flow. Need more room here. So I'm just going to put this on here. I'll start with this side, I guess. I got like a something in my throat. I'm going to zoom you guys in as far as I could go. So like these I put on the bottom. Again, I don't have these in the shop. I'm sure other people do. But if you want something similar, you can just literally take washi and, you know, put it down here and trim it like with your ruler. That's what I normally do. But I'm just like super, super matchy recently. And it's just something I really enjoy. So definitely feel free to do it however you like it. So I'm going to go back over to here. You guys know pretty much what I do. I'm just going to do one day's worth and then I will fast forward and do everything off camera. So I always have my to-do up top because that's where my to-dos go. Sometimes I switch this up. Sometimes I put Etsy up top. You know, if you had like family stuff, like if you had a family with kids, you put family and then, you know, put all of their stuff in here. But this just is what works for moi. So I like my to-do list up top just because I like to have it up there, really clean, up in center. And then I have my to-do list right underneath it so I can check it off as I go. And then underneath that I like to have my today section, which is just where I put everything that I'm doing in that day. Again, I do the same thing every single week. Pretty much. I changed it up a little bit here and there, but not very much. And then on the very bottom, I put my little things, and underneath that, I put my weather. I was actually thinking about this week just like totes changing it up and put the weather on top, but I think I kind of like the white space up here just for decorating purposes. I really liked the way that it turned out with the stars up top, so I think I'm going to decorate minions up here. So I'm going to still do the weather down on the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my little things stickers. Okay, so I have my Scribble Prints ones. So I always put in my meal one on the bottom because I like for it to go all the way across with the meals. So I put that down first because there's always going to be a meal. There might not always be a package that comes. Well, actually, usually that's the second thing I put because usually there always is a package that comes. I'm running out of TV shows to watch. I do have a lot of suggestions, so I need to like hop on those. I just need to find the time to like start one. Probably going to start one maybe this week, watching a TV show that's maybe already started, or I could watch this season. And I'm also really excited to do that. So I have those in there. I'm going to go ahead and put my little things header on top. Like I always tell you guys, the heart I put in there for when I film a video, and I put it up so I can cross it off as I go. I have my little asterisks in there for when I get a package. I like to mark that down as well. And then I also do have my little fork and knife, not fork and knife, fork and spoon, that I like to track what we eat so I know a general idea. Especially when I go to the grocery store, it's easy to find out like what I need to buy. So I have my little things header on top. And then I also put my Etsy sticker, which I've been using my Etsy sticker actually to track like who's coming into work and who's working and things like that, less about Etsy tasks, just because like this week and next week we're not open, so honestly like I do have things to do, but they're not as, you know, prominent on there. Also, I do need to put a Scribble Print sticker somewhere. I'll probably put that sticker, let's think. Actually, this is the wrong one, but I'm actually going to use the blue because it's gonna, I'll use gray. Nah, blue. Blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray, blue, gray. Let's use this blue because it'll go along with the Minions theme. And I'm just going to put that in here because this day I have to remember to send out the August kits. Again, sorry if you could hear the washer going. It's like right against the wall there, so it's kind of a little noisy. So that's pretty much what's gonna go in there, and then I leave this little spot empty to put anything that I'm doing that day, which we are doing quite a bit on Monday. Actually, I'll go ahead and do these as well. The weather app, and then I just go ahead and put one of my little workout stickers on here. If you guys saw my spread from last week, you know that I've been very, very bad with going to the gym. I've just been so preoccupied. That's a really bad excuse, I know, but girl, it's just been crazy. So I have a lot of these weather stickers. They're literally my favorite thing ever, and I'm stocking a lot of them when we reopen because I think that you guys really like them too, and they're just super cute. I like to put my low and my high in there, and it is going to be on Monday partly cloudy, so I love that. I like them a little bit better than the icon stickers just because they're just a little something different. And so I'm just going to go ahead and pause this and go ahead and do all of this. And then I'll come back for the today section, decorating and stuff like that. Okay, so I finished everything. Took a little break ski in there too. Actually, I scraped that somehow. So I have my to-dos on top. I have my today sections. I have my little Scribble Prints stickers that I have in blue from last week still. Last week's colors were red, white, or red, blue, and blue. And I do have 2 over here, and then I have 1 over here. I forgot to tell you guys I'm actually having a live stream on Sunday like I did last time, so I think that would be really fun. It's going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern time, so if you guys want to come hang out for that, I will have a reminder on my channel for that day, but definitely come and hang out and ask questions, and I talk and just have a lot of fun things we do. Then I have my Etsy section down below, and then I have my little things area. Underneath that I do have my weather stickers, and then I do have my workout stickers down here. I am going to start on the sidebar. I was going to just go ahead and do, like, you know, the insides here, but I'm really actually very excited for the sidebar area this week. It's a little hot in this room. So I'm going to use some stickers from this Minions book I got at Michael's, and these ones right here look like they would fit perfectly. So I'm just going to pick my favorite out of all of them, which would probably be the one with all 3 of them on here. These stickers are really nice. They're kind of different. They kind of smell plasticky. I think that was made for this area. It's a little bit too small, so I'm actually going to go ahead and take my washi pack. I'm going to just take all these blue ones, and this might seem tedious, and you could definitely use other washi. You don't have to use this washi. And I'm just going to cover up this little area over here just as like a background for this sticker that I'm putting down. And then I'm just going to center this in here. That looks super cute. So I have my little Minion sticker up top, and I want to do something over here as well. There is a lot of stickers in here. I don't know which ones I want to use. There's a bunch of really big ones that are cute, but I don't really know where I would use those in my planner. And then there's a lot of other big ones here. Kind of wanted to use this big dinosaur, but again, I don't really know where I could put him. Maybe we could do, I don't know. I want to use one of these big ones. To use this one with the crown because I think that's super cute. I'm just going to take the one with the crown. I want to put him on the bottom. Maybe some of these like LillieHenry squares with the confetti would be cute, like a little like background. Yeah, let's do it. I'm just going to put this little guy right down there. I think that looks super stinking cute. Like, let's talk about that. That's adorable. And then on top, I'm going to do like I did last week. And what I did last week, all I did was put some, I have some left over from last week. I really love this color with the Minions. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of put this in here. I might start at the top, actually. So I'm going to do a to-do. Actually, let's do Etsy since I'm not really using any Etsy checklist stickers. So we'll put Etsy up top. Line that up here. And I just started doing this last week as kind of my sidebar. I am discontinuing all of my sidebars. If you want something that's actually a sidebar, the one that I'm going to suggest for you to get is the Planner Kate ones. Let me show you what they look like. They look like this. They're stackable sidebars, and you can kind of customize it. There's like work, walk, hydrate. I think she's doing like a to-do one eventually. But there's all different ones in all different colors if you want an actual sidebar. This is just what I'm doing because I could kind of customize it and use my little heart checklist that I have left over. So I have that one says Etsy, and then I think I'm going to have one that says, we'll do a to-do section because that works. And then I'll use the other little one I was saving over here, and I have 2 little checklists then. Let's see how I want to do this though. I'm going to put this here because I'm going to cover up this one because there's still going to be, this will still be my Etsy to-do section. And then just put this one right underneath. And that lines up perfectly. I think it's actually a little bit crooked. It's okay, we can adjust it. There is my sidebar. I have my Etsy, my to-do, and then my little Minion down here. I think that looks super duper cute. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up. I want to do my weekend area, which I don't know exactly what I want to do behind it. I want to do something really cute because they have a lot of stickers in here, but I don't know which one exactly. I was thinking about cutting this one out. Let me see how it would look. And I want to kind of put it here. But I don't have the exact measurements for this area. So I'm just going to trim off. I'm going to trim this. So I have my little sticker. I don't think it's anywhere near exact. I was going to go get my like little straight cutter thing, but we're just doing it by eye today. Probably going to be kind of annoyed afterwards. Actually, what I can do is take, where's my washi? And I'll take these ones right here. I could put them on the side. So if there's any little white area, it'll be totally covered. So I'm just going to take the skinniest washi, which sometimes I have a little bit of trouble finding a use for these. But I just put them in here because they took up that extra little space, and I didn't want to have any like blank space that could be used on these little sheets here, just because I didn't want to waste anything. So I'm just going to go in and kind of border this out, because I'm pretty sure I cut it a little bit too small, which is no problem because we can just do it this way. And I'm just bordering this, and then there will be no white space, which I know sometimes white space, like, it doesn't bother people, but you guys know if you watch my videos that white space is my #1 pet peeve in my spreads. I like it in other people's spreads, but just for me, it's not my thing. Just gonna place that in here. I think that looks super cute. I'm just going to cover up this little white space up on top of here, and I'll just take, you know, it doesn't really matter which one I take. Actually, let's get a yellow one. I'm going to use one from my August kits, which, like I said before, will be up in the shop whenever I reopen. I do want to get a weekend banner in here. The only problem with the weekend banner is I want to put a movie theater thing in here. Where are those here? Maybe I'll put that on Saturday. I'm not actually going to go see it till Monday. But like I told you before, sometimes I lie in my planner because this is the Minion spread. I want to make sure I have my movie marquee in here. So what shall I do? I could put weekend up here. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave out the weekend banner. Like I said, I am not going to see this movie until, you know, next week on Monday, because I don't go to the movies on the weekends because it's just way too crowded for me. So I usually go like Monday morning or, you know, Monday afternoon. Or we might go, honestly, like after the live stream on Sunday we might go, because it'll still be early here. So I just took a little washi sticker. Actually, I don't really want that one on there. Let's take it off. It's matte, so it comes off. And I'm actually going to use one of these ones. I did a different pattern this month. Usually I do the little like stripes and little chevron. But I decided against it, and I decided to do like some geometric ones just because it's a little bit lighter for summer. I might switch them up every month. I might go back to the other ones I haven't decided yet. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this little movie marquee in here. It looks so cute. And I love this. This is just so adorable. And I think I'm just going to leave that because it really just brings the whole Minion thing together. Because I don't think I'm going to have very many Minions otherwise, besides the top area and then my sidebar. But I really want the Minion theme to stick out. I didn't really say before, but I love the Minions. It's like one of my favorite movies, like Despicable Me. I think it's so funny. It's really cool how they ended up making it, and how they don't really need to say anything, but you know exactly like what they're saying by just like the way that they are. So, I mean, I don't know, I just really love it. Also, it was, on this day, it is our 8-year, 5 months, so I'm just going to go ahead and write that up there. I usually put it in somewhere down here, but I don't have a lot of room, so I'm just going to throw that up here. And I will be going through and writing everything in pen. That was requested last time I did with Plan With Me. I usually put pictures of the end of the week up on my Instagram, and I plan on doing planner updates. So I'll show you guys that the previous week on that Monday of the next week. So then I'll show you guys on this week's Plan With Me this week done. Or you can check out my Instagram, but I will show you what it looks like semi-filled in, because I don't have 100% idea of everything that we're doing. The other thing that I want to make sure that I put in my spread is Shosh turns 4 months on Wednesday. Shosh update, she's very naughty. She's just very, very, very bad. I mean, she's a puppy, so I can't really complain too much. But I don't know, like, I don't know. We're so used to having Hugo, and Hugo is like an angel, apparently. Now we know he's an angel, but she's just bad and all kinds of bad. But, you know, you gotta love her because she's so stinking cute. I'm going to put one of my show stickers from my, what was this, my June box, I think it was. And I'm going to put in that in here. These are from LillieHenry. I don't know if I said that. I think that they're in stock. Whenever they were new releases, it was a little hard to get a hold of them. But now I think that they're constantly up, so definitely check these out. Like I said, I don't like white space, so I'm just going to go ahead and put in my little Shosh sticker in here, and then I can go ahead and whenever I write everything in, write that day she will be 4 months old. And if you guys don't know, Shosh is a black pug, so that's why it's a black pug sticker. Also, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on Monday. I'm just kind of jumping around here. On Monday, we're going to be doing a lot of new stuff. We are getting our new bed, which I want to get a One Orange Snowflake has beds in her stickers. I have a lot of One Orange Snowflake stickers. Let's see, so let me pull one out. So I have my One Orange Snowflake stickers. I'm just going to go ahead and take one of my little boxes that I made specifically for this spread. Actually, I'm going to take, this is what it would look like in multicolor, except for there's one missing. So I'm just going to take the yellow one from here. So I'm going to take some blue washi in here. Actually, I'm going to do this a little different than how I expected to do it. And I'm going to put this in. Hope this isn't too boring for you guys. I'm very indecisive this week. I think majorly because usually during the week I kind of fantasize over what I'm going to do. But literally just today, Sunday, I decided I'm doing a Minions theme. So my whole entire day was completely shifted. And I'm kind of lost now. Lost. I'm so lost. What else are we doing that day? We have to send out the August kits. We're doing our new bed in PM, and then we have a bunch of things we're doing during the day. So, let me think of what else I haven't. I do have these, which I could use. These are from One Orange Snowflake as well, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take more of the blue washi. I'm going to go ahead and put this here to kind of fill in that blank space, and then I'm going to put this one down below. And then you guys know I'm big on layering my stickers, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. This doesn't really have a lot to do with what I have going on this week, but I really like this blue color, and this I believe is from her summer kit of sorts. I'm going to put this in here. And then I'm just going to go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some layering. So we have this little bed sticker, which is really cute. I'm going to use the light blue one because it'll contrast just a little bit, and I'm going to take difference in there. So I got my yellow teardrop sticker. I'm just going to go ahead and put this right on top here. I'm going to put this bed right here. And then in that little blue space, I could put that our new bed is coming that day. And then underneath that, I did put back all of my July Planner Kate stickers, and I went ahead and just grabbed out all of her lights colors, which I think she's doing, this is going to be doing this a little differently when she already opens. But I'm just going to get this grocery sticker because I do have to go grocery shopping in the evening, and put this right here. So I think it looks cute. And like I said, I'll go ahead and fill everything in off camera, and then I'll show you guys at the end. Also, I want to put in that we are going a bunch of places in the morning, so I'm just going to get this little shopping bag from my July kit and put it in the corner down here, and I could go ahead and write down all the places that we have to go during the day. So Monday is done. Tuesday, I don't have anything super interesting that I need to plan, so I'm just going to set that up in later with spaces to add things in. Wednesday, again, nothing else, and Thursday, Friday, nothing exciting. Like I said, this week is kind of more a lot of work. Something I do want to plan in is meal prep, and also a bunch of baths, because girl knows I honestly take a bath like every day, but I like to add it in my planner because I have so many cute bath stickers. So this is my full spread. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit. So I'm just going to be putting things in here. I do have a meal prep sticker, which I'll probably do that honestly on Tuesday. So I'm just going to, don't know where I'm going to put this actually. I have a blue one. Actually, let's use the yellow one. I'm going to save this one. I'm going to set that up first. So honestly, I don't have a lot of room right now. I have like this area, and then that area. And there's a lot of things I kind of want to set up areas for. Like I always say, I do put a little Planner Junkie sticker on here because I love these little paw prints. So I'm just going to put this one in here because that's Shosha's little 4 months, and I think that these are adorable, and I just love them so much. I mention them in like every plan with me because I think they're just super cute. Also, I want to use some of Crest Press's stickers. These are probably my favorites, but I also really like her sprinkles ones. Also, I have a bunch of different bath stickers, but my favorite by far are the Alex Studio ones because they look like Lush bath bombs, and I'm really excited. Did you guys know that Phoenix Rising is leaving us forever? Brooke told me, and I went to Lush and I confirmed it. It's a really sad situation. I'm also going to be using some of the One Orange Snowflake chevrons because I think the yellow one and then the blue ones will look really cute. And also I need my Today's Chore sticker because I honestly could not live without these, and these are from the Alex Studio. So yeah, and I also have a bunch of ones from Planner Kate as well. So I'm going to go in here and Planner Kate stickers. Let's see where I want to put these. So I'm going to go ahead, and Nick needs a haircut this week. I'm just going to put it in Thursday because that honestly sounds like the most probable of times that he's going to go get his haircut. And I love Planner Kate stickers because they're real simple and real easy to coordinate into your spreads. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that little haircut sticker there. Also from Planner Kate, I did use my grocery sticker from there, so I'm done with that. Also, I have these lazy day stickers, which I don't know if I'm actually going to have like a lazy day scheduled for this week. Pool day is definitely something that I want to schedule, and I don't think I'm going to use these this week. So pool day we can do probably on Friday, because that sounds like a good day to be at the pool. And for this one, I'm going to use another sticker from this set. We'll just use this one. And I'm literally just going to set this up the same as the last day. Sorry if this gets boring after a while. I feel like it would, but you guys love these, so continue to do Plan With Me forever. Okay, and I'm going to put a pool day sticker in here. Okay, and like I said, Planner Kate is closed to revamp and do a ready to ship shop as well. So her shop is closed, but it will be opening shortly. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put one of these in here because I love these stickers. Literally, you can do anything with these. My favorite thing to do with these stickers, I showed you guys before, is to put a little icon sticker on the side of it so you can use it as like an area to write whenever you put your icon in there. So like for this day, for example, I'll probably end up going to film a haul video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in my little shipping box sticker, and I could write, you know, film a haul video, or I could use a different one, but that one's cute. I like using these for pretty much everything, and they are amazing. I requested for her to do them in the monthly colors, so I hope that is something that will be available in the shop shortly for you guys. So also I need room for my today's chore sticker, which the thing about this week I think that I'm like struggling with is I don't have any full box stickers that matches this kind of theme, which I didn't really even think of. So I'm just going to probably use a lot of washi in this spread just because I don't have anything that really matches the theme 100%. So I'm going to do is I'll put that one there, this one on top. Usually I have the full boxes down and it's pretty much a breeze to get everything kind of coordinated. But this week I don't have any full boxes with decorations on there. Put that in there, and then I'll do my today's chore sticker. Actually, I'm not going to put it there. Maybe I'll put it over here. I'm going to get some stripes down in here. I like the today's chore sticker to kind of put one in just because I don't like overloading myself with chores, just because honestly Nick does most of the chores. He's pretty much the housewife type out of the two of us. I'm more of, you know, the brains of the group. So I will put this in here once I decide that it's not crooked anymore. We went to see the Terminator last week and I honestly really didn't like it. Did you guys see the Terminator, anyone? I don't know. I was kind of really bored. I'm also going to throw in one of these really cute Starbucks stickers because I feel like my spread is not complete without one. These, again, are from Caress Press, and I just think that they are super stinking cute. Also this day, I'm going to go ahead and put in, well, actually I'm going to do it over here. I'm going to put in a pool day sticker. I love these, again, from Caress Press, and I'm just going to kind of put this in the middle here. I love these. I think they're super duper stinking adorable. I will leave anyone that I could think of leaving, I will link it down below. Otherwise, yell at me and I will throw it down there for you guys. Also, I'm going to put in a bath day here just because I have this space for it. Another thing I like to do is I have my monthly kits and I don't use these Bill Do stickers. It's really funny because I wasn't going to list these, and they're not one of, like, they're not the best seller in my shop, but they're one of the best. And I was like, yeah, I don't like these. I don't think I'm going to list them. But then as soon as I list them, everyone was like, oh my god, those are amazing. So if you get the set and you don't write your bills in, I wouldn't write my bills in just because I share it on Instagram and no one really needs to know what I'm spending my bills on. But you could definitely use it just as a background, so I could write bath day on there. There's a little bit of like text behind it, but I can't really tell just because there is a little white border around it. Again, I'm going to probably do the same thing over here for my meal prep. I'll just pick a different yellow sticker and throw it in over here. Like I said, actually I'll probably meal prep on this day. I should probably put it down a little farther. This day, on the day after I go grocery shopping. And then I'm just going to throw in a little washi sticker on top of it just to break it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put my meal prep sticker. I'll probably use the blue just because I use so much yellow, and put it right over top of the bill due area. And then I can use that just as a little area to write, and it works well because I don't put my bills in here. I do actually need one of these though, because I do need to remember to like do other bills. So I'm just going to put this up here, and I will write down that I need to just go through and check everything, because that's pretty much what I do when it comes to bills. Also in here, what else do I need? Is everything over here filled out? Yeah. So everything over there is filled out. Sometimes, like, if I don't know what I'm going to do, I just go look through my stickers. I do have a bunch of boxes, which I'm going to use one of these. And I'm going to put some yellow washi underneath it. I'm going to use one of the geometric ones. Just put this in here just so I have room to write later something in there, because something obviously will come up. And then I do have a little bit of space in here, which I'm just going to throw in one of these Planner Kate little stickers, which I really like these because they take up space, but like I said, so what happens when I plan is I will leave space, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday, on Sunday usually. So I leave space so that whenever I figure it out on Monday, all I have to do is slap a sticker on it and call it a day. I don't need to set it all up and, you know, have to worry about taking out all my stickers and coordinating everything. It's already coordinated for me, and I could just throw it all together. So really here, the only things that I'm not going to like know what I'm doing is this little sticker here, which I could throw an icon sticker in here and call it a day. Same with this thing. Throw an icon sticker on like that on here, call it a day. And it's just really easy. The only other space I have then is this little space here, and that's pretty much it. So I'm pretty much done with the stickers. I do want to throw in, because there is a little bit of space below here, so I'm just going to throw in one of these chevron borders. I like doing this if I don't have room to put a sticker, but I have a little space that, you know, has a background there, and it just kind of breaks up the area and doesn't make it look so dull. Also, I do have a little space in here where that is the same case. Just going to take another blue sticker. Again, these are from One Orange Snowflake. She has them in a variety of patterns, including glitter and mermaid scales and all different other stuff. So I'm just putting that in there just to break up the area, because there's not enough room for me to put a full-on sticker. But I think that this gives it a little bit more of a oomph to it. Like I said before, I have, did I already put one of these in? Yeah, I have one of these over here, so I don't need those anymore. Otherwise, I didn't really even touch this kit. I was going to use a lot more stickers from it, but maybe I'll do another July themed, or maybe I'll just wait and do a full-on August themed one in August. So that's pretty much it. I do want to go ahead and kind of clean up this area real quick. Let me know if you guys like these plan with me's. I am going to go in and like decorate, and I'm going to go ahead and film it, but I'm going to speed through it so you guys don't have to listen to me like trying to figure out where I want to put all these stickers at. Just cleaning up my area. Done with my to-do list. Throw it away and we're good. And I have all my Minion stickers, and I am ready to decorate. I'm going to decorate and speed through. I'm going to go in then and fill it out, and then I'll be back to kind of show you guys what I did. So here we go. Okay, so I think I am done with this week as far as decorating, and now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and fill everything out for you guys as far as I can fill out, and then I will come back and show you guys what it looks like all filled out. Okay, so here is the final look of everything that I can possibly think of to fill in. I hope that you guys like this week's plan with me, and I plan on doing them, like I said, about 2 times a month, and this is one that I could not miss filming. Also, if you guys want to see my 4th of July one, I did it both in my vertical Erin Condren and also my horizontal one. I am going to be playing around with my horizontal one a little bit more and kind of give you a different look on a plan with me in the future, but I prefer my vertical, obviously. I love how this week turned out. I think it's perfectly Minion themed while still being the theme for July. So definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!